Rip off the question of the week. Sanders.
Question of the week. Let me go ahead and open it up. Who is the GOAT of the GOATs? So basically, this question is, what sport has the GOAT, the number one that is so far from the second guy that like it's just not even close. So like, unlike basketball where there's a lot of debate around like LeBron versus Michael Jordan, like this is like what sport has no debate. JP, you want to lead us off?
No.
All right, Jack.
I guess I can lead us off. Sure. In my very non-extensive research of this topic, I just kind of went with someone that pretty quickly popped into my head. I actually initially said Tom Brady, and then Sanders reminded me that there's more than like the big three sports.
Yeah.
So I had to reconvene, and ended up settling on Michael Phelps. Everyone knows who Michael Phelps is. I have his medal count in front of me: 28 Olympic medals, 23 gold, which is more than double the count of his nearest rivals, is what this says. He set many records, was great for a long time. That doesn't even count like the world championship medals he won and such. Just complete domination in a sport where I also feel like it's easier to find the GOAT of a like individual sport because there's no like, oh, my teammate is the reason I didn't win this, medal or win this ring, or like my team wasn't good enough. No, you're getting in the water. It's just you. Everything relies on you. And he just tore it up time and time again. So I went with Michael Phelps. You did bring up when we recorded this Into the Void, Katie Ledecky is, been kind of dominating the women's swimming scene in kind of a way we've never seen. But for like the GOAT debate, I kind of just leave it to only retired players. I want to see people finish out their careers before I start making assumptions. Because as good as she's been, she has like 8 Olympic medals.
Yeah.
So like I just like to see
Does
career
she
in
really
totality.
only have 8?
Yeah, I think I looked it up last time and I was shocked at how low it was.
I do feel like she kind of had like a not late career, but like for an Olympic athlete, I feel like she kind of came onto the scene in her 20s. Whereas like I feel like a lot of other Olympic athletes, it's like 18, 19. That's kind of when they get started.
Okay, she has more than 8, but she has 14 Olympic medals.
Okay.
Which is not even half of what Phelps has, or is exactly half of what Phelps has.
It is
He has
exactly
28.
So yeah, I just like not that someone can't be the GOAT before they retire, but just in my mind, I just completely like close off that conversation until they're retired.
Okay. I'm going to go with someone who is not retired. Joey Chestnut.
Dog.
Absolute.
It's a changed answer from the Void.
It is. Okay, I'll give my answer in the Void was Usain Bolt. But I also just kind of like, since I didn't want to both go with Olympic athletes, like I wanted to kind of bring some variety and some spice to the show. So my new answer, and I actually do like it more, is Joey Chestnut. He holds many world records, including the most hot dogs eaten in 10 minutes at 76. He's won 15 titles, the most recent one in 2022. So yeah, I mean, he's kind of just like the unrivaled GOAT of competitive eating. And I feel like it's insane how much better he is than the next best guy.
He is the greatest eater of all time.
True. And
which
he's only 41. He's got a long career.
I don't know like
ahead of
how.
him.
I mean, that is something to be proud of, but it is kind of crazy to be like, I am the greatest eater of all time. I'm a professional eater.
Yeah. I don't know how they do it.
I don't know. In today's age, I think it's fine for someone to be the greatest eater in the world.
Sure.
It's like it's fine for someone to be the greatest Siege player in the world.
True.
I think we've grown so much in a landscape from a competing standpoint as opposed to the just 4 major sports that there are.
Yeah. I was watching a video breaking down who is the GOAT of Rocket League. Oh, Tucker said it's Secretariat, the horse. I don't know his stats. I may have to look into like how many titles and stuff he won. McBride said it's Wayne Gretzky.
I tossed him out there too initially.
Is Gretzky really that like is the
I'm not
distance
enough of a
between
hockey
him
guy
and
to
the next
know.
guy really that far?
His production is completely unrivaled. It's one of those things like with LeBron and his scoring title. Now Ovechkin beat it, but you have to beat that record, it would be just an astronomical performance for 20 plus years.
Wait, which record?
His scoring,
The one that just got beat?
the one that just got beat, which Ovechkin did for 20 plus years,
Yeah.
was at an astronomical rate.
But I think Gretzky has more points. Or sorry, yeah, Gretzky has more points than Ovechkin in terms of like goals and assists, by
okay.
a decent margin.
And that is a big plus. Apparently, Secretariat has the record for each of the 3 Triple Crown races, and he was the, like, not father, but related to all of the horses in the most recent Kentucky Derby. So that's a big plus for him.
Yeah, he's got good
Generational talent.
genetics.
Right there.
For me, it's Tiger Woods.
Shocker.
Yeah, he doesn't have the most majors ever, but I also like, for me, golf has changed entirely because of Tiger. He brought all these people to the game. He raised the purse size astronomically. He literally made golf courses create these things called Tiger tees because he was so damn good. They had to make the course tougher so Tiger wouldn't destroy it. You can look it up. There are so many threads on Twitter or Reddit threads as well of just insane Tiger Woods stats, and I'll read a few for you here. There are only 3 instances in PGA Tour history of a player winning 7 or more times on the same course throughout their career. Tiger Woods owns all 3 of those instances, and twice he has done it 8 times at a course. From 1999 to 2001, the PGA Championship through the Masters, Woods had the following finishes in the majors: win, 5th, win, 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 win. Meaning in that span, he had more wins in majors than he had players finish in front of him in a major. He, of course, owns the Tiger Slam, where he won all 4 titles at the same time. Now, it wasn't in the same year, but he is the only player to have won all 4 major titles at the same and own them at the same time. In the last 60 years, there's 3 instances of a player winning 5 consecutive tournaments on the PGA Tour. They belong to Tiger Woods.
All 3 of them?
All 3 of them. He's won 7 in a row, 6 in a row, and 5 in a row, which is just insane for golf. With the player field size and the fact that you're playing on a different course every time. You're not playing the same court. It's not the same size every time. Just insane. And there's so many more. But I think a big credit to Tiger is his return to glory, winning the 2019 Masters, to go from being the player of the sport, the best player by far, and then to not win a major championship for 14 years, come back after the countless back surgeries and stuff like that, and to win the 2019 Masters is a complete credit to him. And I personally think he's way better than Jack. Could just go out and watch any Tiger compilation. The shots he hits are insane. So for me, it's Tiger Woods.
Yep.
I got really confused when you said Jack for a second.
I
was
also
like,
did.
Yeah, he's a lot better of a golfer than I am. But you mean Jack
Have you played
Nicklaus?
Jack Nicklaus?
Have I played Jack
No.
Nicklaus?
You
You
I
asking if
started to
I've
say
played?
2 sentences. Jack Nicklaus is what you meant, correct?
Yes.
Have you played golf?
I played one time when I was like 12 with my dad and a friend, and I didn't even fully play.
Did they have left-handed clubs, or did you play right-handed? Oh, I forgot you swing right.
I swing right-handed.
Wild.
I'm trying to think. I think me and my dad didn't tee off any. The friend just teed off, and then we played from his lie. And I was really just out there messing around. I did water skip one of my shots.
Oh.
I asked my dad. I was like, "Can I try and hit one over the water?" He's like, "Yeah, you can have one try." Did not go as planned, except then it skipped off the water and found itself safely on the other side.
That's kind of
So it did go as planned. And I remember my dad's friend made the joke that I hit a turtle and it hopped over, and my younger self believed that for many years.
Yeah, that's not how it works.
And then I realized I just skipped the water.
Just kind of physics.
When I got a little older.
Yep.
So no, I've not really played golf. That was my one go.
Yep.
And I I've hit like into a golf simulator driving once, and I can't drive to save my life because I've done it once, so I don't have any good form.
It's not an easy sport.
No.
I won't pretend that it is.
I went to Top Golf for the second time the start of last fall, and that was very fun. That was a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be.
Usain Bolt did get mentioned, Jacob
Yes,
Glenn.
thank you, Jacob. Usain Bolt was my void pick, and then going into this episode where we had to kind of not redecide, but I had an opportunity to change my mind, I decided to go with Joey Chestnut. But Usain Bolt is another mention. Yeah, he's insane. It's crazy.